Hey guys, are you about to lose your mind yet? With all of this hybrid learning and in-person learning and online instruction, it is really hard to know where to begin or what to do. So what I wanted to do is just take a minute to share with you a few best practices for online instruction to help you think about how you're going to navigate all that is being expected of you with online learning. So my first best practice is to keep it simple and succinct. Organization is the first step in this. Organize your units in folders, organize your assignments in order, and be sure to post your due dates on a calendar and on whatever newsfeed you have for your learning management system. Second, think about how to simplify your assignments. Look at what test you will be using for your unit and make sure that you're focusing on that material for your assignments. Only the material that you're going to be testing your student on. With grading, find or create a couple of basic rubrics. For example, have a Google Doc rubric, a discussion board rubric, and create auto-graded assignments like quizzes whenever possible. Finally, and this is pretty important, I think, for the sake of your students, avoid going back and forth between software systems. As much as possible, make your online class a one-stop shop. So the next best practice is models versus units. Consider whether you should post your material as units or modules. With a unit, students will master multiple concepts in one test. For example, a history unit might concentrate on political, economic, and social events from 1865 to 1877. Units are generally longer and have more assignments and a longer test. With a module, the focus is really on skill building. So a math module might be number sets, a science module might be osmosis, a language arts module, direct objects. Modules will follow the formula of direct instruction, guided practice, and independent practice. And also, modules are a great way to organize elementary school instruction. So there are a lot of products and videos out there that might be tempting to incorporate into your online classroom. My suggestion is to avoid these things until you've done two things. First, master your learning management system, and second, master your online word processing system, because chances are that this is the method by which your students will be turning in assignments. And remember, this is new to our kiddos too, and they also need time to master the basics. With this video, for example, you can see I'm just using Google Slides. Pretty simple. One of the best things that has come out of my online courses is that my students have taken ownership of their education by actively participating in our online classroom. Nothing makes me happier than when students post a question on our class newsfeed and another student provides an answer. Encouraging students to participate in discussion boards and class polls also creates a more collaborative community vibe, and I think this is really important, especially right now during COVID, for students who may feel isolated. It's also a good way to keep kids involved if they are absent from your class. So online learning can obviously lead to a lot of stress. So a couple of points here. First of all, consider a big window for assignment completion, at least at the beginning. Communicate your expectations regularly and frequently, and that includes due dates. Think about letting your students work together on some of their Google Docs or whatever word processing system you're using. And you know, there's this term digital native that refers to the generation that has really never known a world without the internet. I really don't like this term because a student still has an individualized learning style, and there are a lot of kids who still prefer pencil, paper, and books. And so think about letting your students complete their work by hand and submit it online with a screenshot. Videos are a great way to share information with your students. Going back to keeping it simple, avoid making videos yourself if possible. I know a lot of teachers also are really worried that a parent is going to watch a video that is made by a teacher and worry that the teacher has made a mistake. Try to find videos that are already made. I think a good rule of thumb is that if a video has a lot of views, it might be something that you should check out. Make sure your videos are short. Your students will lose interest, you know that. And finally, make your students accountable for the information from the video by creating a discussion board or note-taking or some kind of activity where they're going to have to share the information that they learned from the video with you. And finally, I had a couple of people ask about my microphone that I'm using. It's a Blue Snowball microphone. I got it for about $50 off of Amazon. It just plugs into your computer with a USB and it turns on automatically. Pretty simple. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you, really just to start you thinking about how you are going to tackle online learning for your classes this fall. Let me know if you have any questions.